Hello, people. Hi, Carmen. Carmen Ramirez. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Anna. Good evening. Nice to finally catch a live feed from you again from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hi, Vince. Wahida. Hi. Hello, stranger. Hi, Matt. How's everyone doing? It's been a while. How do you guys see my cheeks? Hi, 26. I had a rough time with my wisdom teeth recovering. Oh my God. I've been eating, but today I feel like was the first time that I finally ate something and my mouth wasn't hurting. I still have like a weird sensation. It kind of feels like in between being numb and sore, like down here. Up here I don't feel anything. It's just down here. It's just weird. But I'm doing so much better. But that took almost like 2 weeks. Hola, live from Cali. What it do? Liking the curly hair. This is I just washed my hair an hour ago hair. Thank you. Hi, Chris. How are you? How have you been? I've been good. I've been good. How's everybody been? What are you guys up to? There's another fight, I think, on the 10th. Is that a Saturday? Conor McGregor? Yep. Are you guys gonna watch that? What's everybody up to? Why is it so quiet in here? Is it too early? Too early for you guys? Are you guys watching the basketball game? What's going on? Did you guys hear about what happened in Miami? I know I have a few people here who live in Miami, but oh my gosh. I haven't seen the updates on it in a few days, so I'm not sure what's going on now with the recovery. Let me see. If it's free again, you'll watch it. I may go somewhere to watch it, and if I don't, I'll watch it online. Hey Laura, it's been a while. It has been. It is horrible. I actually stayed maybe 20 minutes the most from that building. It's on the same water side that I stayed. Like where I stayed, it's just like on the shoreline and it's hotels and condos, and that's 20 minutes away from where I was. About 20 minutes away. And I saw that someone posted a video like, what? Give me 1 second. My boss just sent me a text message. What? Whatever. I saw that someone was recording a video 7 minutes before it fell, how there was like water leaking and stuff. It's scary. I think Miami is run down, and I hated it when I went. Really? I love the area where I stayed at. It was so beautiful. It did not look run down at all, but I know that there's really beautiful, like every place, there's really beautiful areas, and then there's areas that are run down. It's so heartbreaking. I heard today they recovered 18 bodies. Oh my God. Let me look. I haven't looked into that. I know that there was children still unaccounted for. So sad. Where do I look for it? Yeah, there was a lot of people in there. It was a huge piece of the building too. Yeah, can you imagine? You're sleeping in the comfort of your own home and that shit happens out of nowhere? That's scary. All I see is like news on the plans of the building. The Surfside Building Department was placed under administrative review in 2019. Oh, Biden went over, I guess, to Florida. And I saw a video of like the rescuers putting like teddy bears and little things that they found like at the memorial in front of the condo. It's so sad. You're eating Chipotle. Prayers to the families. Two recovered were children, a 4-year-old and I think a 6-year-old. Oh my God. I haven't heard any of that. Live updates. How are your boys? They're doing good. Um, they're still coughing here and there. Blake still has his little rash, but we noticed for like the past 2 weeks I stopped milk and at least whole milk. He's on almond milk. And he's doing better. Like he'll still scratch because he'll eat other things that contain dairy. Like he'll have like cheese, like crackers, little things like that. But if he has like a bottle of milk or a little bit, like a sip of whole milk, he just flares up. I can't wait till he gets his allergy test done, which should be in around 2.5 weeks. So we can at least start figuring something out, like what he should be avoiding, if there's anything else we can do, because it gets out of control. He just flares up, gets super red, and he scratches until sometimes it's like raw. I feel horrible for him. Carmen, I don't like your hair like that. Cool, Hector. Huge reminder to cherish each day. Yeah. Live updates. Spider meets with families and rescue work resumes at Florida condo site. Hmm. Oh, they thought the whole building was gonna fall? It says rescue work resumed in Surfside after hours of delay over concerns that the whole building could fall. Oh, Oh my god, there's like a memorial in front of it. There's so many pictures. Oh no. And flowers. That's crazy. Oh my god. I like it. Looks good. Hi, Game Master. Hector has his days when he's really nice and other days when he wants to be rude. Was a little rude. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. Whether Hector likes it or not, my hair is wet. What am I going to do about it? It says Biden visited the area and spent 3 hours with affected families, further imperiled the chances of finding any survivors in the rubble. 18 people are known to have died in the collapse in Surfside, Florida, and as many as 145 people remain missing, numbers that have remained unchanged since Wednesday. Oh, that's terrible. Hi Carmen, what are you feeling better from? I had all of my wisdom teeth removed and it took forever, I feel like, to recover from that. So I'm doing so much better today. Curls for the girls is my motto. I grow it out sometimes. I have a friend who his hair is like so long and it's curly, but I feel like guys need to maintain that so much and keep it nice and moisturized because it can look frizzy and not so good. I like your hair when you have it done. Cool. I'm not always gonna have my hair done, Hector. I'm guessing need to go back and watch videos. No, it's okay, Jessica. It's just my wisdom teeth. I had them pulled. Hello, Carmen. Just got here. Hope all is fine. Everything is good, Michelle. How are you? I mean to say that I like your hair straight. That was rude to say, Hector. Yes, Michelle. Ouch. It hurt so bad. Ah, okay. The wisdom teeth. Yes, I remember those days. They gave me codeine, and I'm like, I can see how people get hooked on that. Um, the first 3 to 4 days, I think. I think it was the first 3 days. I was taking antibiotics, and I was also taking the pain meds. I would take the pain med. I would sit for a little. An hour later, I would have to go to sleep, and I would sleep for 4 hours straight. I would wake up, take the pain medicine like a little while after that, feel sleepy again, go back to bed for 4 hours, and it was like a cycle. And by the third or fourth day, I was like, no, I gotta throw these out. I can't like waste my time like this. Like I was in recovery mode, but still, like I couldn't. I felt like I wasn't doing anything with myself. Like I was just sitting around for maybe an hour, going to bed, getting back up for another hour or two, going back to bed. That's just not me. I'm always on the go. But yeah. Hey, how hot is it over there? Right now, it's not hot at all because it's been raining. We've been having thunderstorms, but we had a heat wave and it was like, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that it said that it felt 106. That is crazy. I'm good, that is. Hi, Carmen. Nice to see you. Hope all is well with you and kiddos. Stay safe. Love, Annette and Raphael. Hi, guys. Damn, that's Texas heat. Really? That's crazy. It was hot like that. Like, it felt in the hundreds for, I think, 3 days. Carmen, hi, leadership. It's been so hot here. It was 95 today. Felt like 108, it said. Oh, I didn't check today's weather. I just saw that it was rain. I mean, I just saw in the morning that it was going to rain. I didn't really look at the temperature because it's just been unbearable. I mean, I don't complain about it because I would rather take the heat wave over not feeling my fingers because I'm numb from the cold. I cannot take the cold, so I'd rather be in a heat wave than than be cold. 82 today in San Jose, California. Perfect. We have heat plus humidity. Supposed to rain all day tomorrow. I believe it's raining in my area too. It's been raining here in Florida. So, speaking about Florida, guess who's going back? I'm going back. But it's just for a weekend. My birthday is August 16th. So I'm going to go the weekend before. My birthday lands on a Monday. I'm going because there's a concert going on Saturday. And we were able to get tickets, so that's where I'll be. I want to stay a little more, at least one day more for my birthday, but I have to be back to work. I mean, I'm sure I can ask for it off. Now I'm thinking. I have to be back on Tuesday. I'm sure if I ask for Monday and Tuesday off, they'll give it to me. I'll see what I do as the trip gets closer. It's been here in Houston too. Hot, you mean? Have you bought anything from Bath and Body Works? They have their sale going on. They have their sale going on right now? I saw that they have these little like soap holders that look like a shell, a seashell, and it looks so cute. I put it in my cart and I never bought it. Really, when August for my birthday, and who's coming? My friend, my coworker, the one who took me to get my wisdom teeth removed, the one who took care of me. She's basically my boss. As for your birthday off, closed mouth, don't get fed. I love to, but I have my boys. They're not coming with me. But I'd be able to pull it off with just coming back Monday night, but leaving them until Tuesday, I can't. And I don't want to be flying on my birthday either. So I don't know. Hi, passing through at work. Hope you're doing good. Saturday was my birthday. Guess what kind of cake? Ice cream cake, tres leches cake. And if it's not that, then it wasn't good. Yes, leadership, a concert. Give me 1 minute. Right, I'm back. Ice cream cakes are the best. Yes, they are. That's the only cake I want. Oreo cookie ice cream cake is my go-to for sure. I'm celebrating my B-Day late with a trip to Mexico City in a couple weeks. So cool. Tres leches, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's a good one. I want to travel as much as I can, and I want to actually go to Puerto Rico with the boys. Even if I have to do it by myself, I'm just scared of that flight alone with Blake. It was all right going to Florida with them and my friend because she sat in front of me. So when I was tired of him wiggling around like a fish, I just I was just like, "Can you help me for a second?" And I was able to breathe for a little. But doing it by myself, like Noah is super independent. He helps me. He carries his own book bag. But Blake, that's a little tough with him. And he's at the point right now where he does not want to sit still. So it scares me going by myself. So I don't know what I'll do. How long are the flights from New York, Jersey area to where? Florida? To Florida, it's about I think 2 hours and 45 minutes around there. My younger sister took her two boys on vacay alone all the time. You'll have time. You have to time the flight. Yes, I was able to book good flights for both for like a round trip because I woke them up super early at like 5 in the morning, and by the time we were on our flight, he was exhausted. Like our flights were like at 9 or 10. So by that time, he's super exhausted, but from being so tired, he's like screaming for the first 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And then he falls asleep the entire flight. Same thing to come back. The same thing happened. Hi, Vanessa. That's not bad at all. It's not bad. It's just tough when you're doing it by yourself with a little baby and a 4 year old. You can have it all, Carmen. La vida es para vivirla. So true, Laura. I love your way of thinking. Good morning from Sydney, Australia. That's so cool. I love seeing that. Good morning, Joanne. Panagopoulos. Are you Greek? Hey, girl, remember me? I am back. Got into nursing school. Awesome. You were the one who kept studying? My best friend, let me see. What does she call it? I don't. There's so many tests that you have to do in nursing school, and I feel like it never ends. But she graduated. I don't know. I don't know. She graduated with something where you wear all white and a little white sailor-looking hat thing. But her niece wore a little shirt that says, "Keep calm, my aunt is a nurse." So cute. But she says she still has a test in a few weeks to go into actual nursing school, I believe. I don't know. Because she had a huge test like a month ago. So I don't know. Yes, I was always studying, took the entry exam combined with my GPA, got me into a BSN program. I think that's what she's trying to get into, and her test is in about 2 weeks. I think it's in about 2 to 3 weeks. So she's been studying. I actually just sent her a little TikTok. Let's see if I can show you guys. I was like, this is you right now. Because she's dying to travel with everybody else and dying to just go out again. But she is all about studying right now. All she thinks about is study. Even in her bathroom around December, I went to her bathroom and she had sticky notes. I told her she looked like the Zodiac killer. She had sticky notes all over her wall in the bathroom. It was crazy, but she is like when she's super dedicated to school. She's always been like that. So when she says she's gonna study and she can't go out and she can't talk to you, you gotta leave her alone. She's in her zone. Sticky notes all over the wall from top to bottom, even in the shower. It's crazy. But it'll pay off when she has that good job. Yay, good luck to her. She's going to do so well. I know she is. She's super smart. I love that TikTok. I just sent it to her like half an hour ago. So, what is everybody up to? Ask me some questions. What do you guys want to know? Does anybody else have a birthday in August as well? What are you guys doing for your birthdays? Kiki. Do 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 do. Hi there. Good to see you're feeling better. You look great. Thank you. I'm feeling so much better. I lost a ton of weight, but I feel like I've been eating a lot lately. Now that I can eat, I've been freaking eating so much. Watching The Purge tonight. When does the new one come out? I know there's a new one, and I was supposed to go see it with a friend. Tomorrow? July 2nd. It comes out tomorrow. Mine passed in April. What's the update on your love life? We all want to know. Did you set a date for the Spill the Tea in Argentina? I didn't. We can do it now if we get up to 60 people. We're halfway there. Spill the tea in Argentina. I don't think a lot of people know about my Argentine fling. We'll call it that. I do mine in the 20th. I want to do Vegas. Oh, I do mine. Mine is the 20th of August. The glow up. Thank you, Cuevas. Vacationing in beautiful San Diego on the bay. My Harkins is playing it tonight. I was watching Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat perform. No, my birthday was in June 25th, and I just did nothing. I just stood in my house by myself. Going to Jersey in August, downtown Jersey City. Where are you from? I live so close to downtown Jersey City. I was actually there like a week ago eating. I've had plenty of those, Elijah, if that's how you say your name. I've had plenty of those birthdays, and it's okay. Not every birthday has to be this huge celebration. I've had so many, especially last year, where I was completely by myself. I mean, I had my boys, but I know that feeling, and it's okay. You'll have a full year to plan the next birthday. What are you doing in downtown Jersey City, anyways? They're supposed to have the fireworks show. I don't know if I'm going in. When is it? November. November. What's it called? Sunday. Where's the best restaurants in Jersey? Jersey is a pretty diverse state. I mean, we have a ton of good restaurants. Well, I live by the waterside, so it just depends what you're looking for. There's a lot of Cuban spots. I mean, it really depends what you're looking for. For me, like a good restaurant is like the vibe, the food, the people. It's not just about like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's more of the environment. If I feel like everything is like blah, all boring, I'm not feeling so great about being at a restaurant. But if it's like the ambient is super, super nice and you're good with good people, it just makes it better. Belated happy birthday, Elijah. Yes, everybody say happy birthday. Yummy Spanish food. I just went to one last Sunday. Let me show you. I have that. Oh my god. Um, this is basically like our view, but if we drive like 5 minutes down the road, this is what we have. I don't know if you can see. Look how pretty. It's in New York City skyline. Columbus Avenue by Barrel Street. I'm not really sure where that's at. Let me see. Columbus Avenue. Okay, so I think you're pretty close to Grove Street, which is, I like Grove Street. It's nice. There's a lot of nice restaurants and bars. I'm sure you'll have fun. My sister lives there. Dominican. I missed the beginning. Is your husband behaving or is he an ex? What? I'm not married. I missed the beginning. Is your husband behaving or is he an ex? He's an ex. My ex boyfriend. I'm not married. Oh, nice. Look at the view. Have you tried any of the restaurants in Orlando? Um, Orlando. I've only gone to the restaurants at the Disney parks. I mean, at the what's that place called? Disney Springs? Is that what it's called now? I've been to that T-Rex restaurant. I've been to a ton of those Disney park restaurants. In Miami, I went to, I don't even know the name of it, but I think I told you guys that I became friends with one of the bartenders at the hotel, and he took me to this Mexican spot, and it was really good. The food was really good. Mhm. Carmen, wouldn't it have been easier if you didn't have all four teeth at once pulled? I feel like like from the x-rays, you can tell that I was gonna need them all pulled because they were just coming in. This one was already out, so I didn't get stitches there. This one was almost out and it was shifting my bottom teeth. And then these two were on their way. So I'd rather have all of them pulled at once than to do this side, be swollen, be in pain, be put on there, and then go and have to do it again in like a year or two. Sorry was putting my baby down. She has more teeth coming in and she was crying. Had to give her some meds for the pain. Aw. My Blake is also teething. He has like two molars coming in already. And last week he was terrible, just screaming and screaming. I felt so bad for him. Miami has the best food. I mean, I tried two dishes. We have a lot of Cuban restaurants here. I liked one dish better here from here and then there was another dish I tried in Miami, another Cuban one that I liked better over there. Eat at a restaurant in Edgewater with a view of Manhattan. That's exactly where I was, video. Where are you from? Are you from this area? Did you miss my little video that I showed you guys? That's exactly where I was at. What is this one? Look, I was in Edgewater. Grove Street is pretty cool, Elijah. Go have fun. Go out. In that area, there's also one called Son Cubano. It's not that great, I've heard. I've never been, but I've heard it's just overpriced Cuban food because of the area that it's at. There's a lot of good restaurants in that area, and also in downtown Jersey City or Hoboken. Aw, I guess people don't want to spill some tea. What was it called? What did he call it, Chris? Spill the tea in Argentina. Did you ever figure out how to invite your fans to your live video chat? I didn't. I keep forgetting to look that up. Trinidad has the best food. I've never tried food from Trinidad. She has all her teeth already. She came in so fast all at once, it seemed. She has her molars left, which one or two are coming in now. He has two coming in at the same time. How old is she again? She's 18 months. Are you making money on YouTube yet your subs are going up so much since I subscribed? Not much. I'm not making much. I think the last time they pay like every 21st of each month, and the last time it was like $100. It's not much. It's not on subscribers. It's on, I guess, based on how many people view your videos. You're from Central New Jersey. You know there's a lot of jokes of Central New Jersey. No, I don't mind you asking. It's okay. I used to be curious about that stuff too. That's fine. If you don't mind me asking. Oh, Blake is 2 months younger than her. When is her birthday? January? Um, yep, I am trying to change my nosy habits. Sorry, Mom. Look up Jean Kim on YouTube. Wow, still hella proud. I'm rooting for you, girl. Get your coins. At this point, I'm just doing it to just spend some time. I mean, I was always just posting videos to vent, but now that I don't have much going on in my life, I'm just, I mean, not that I don't have anything going on, but like that was super traumatic and there was a lot of stuff going on all at once. I felt like I just had to vent it out. Just talk and talk and talk until I let it all out. And that was it. That's why everyone should hit the like button on her videos. I've been there 5 years ago. Where, Jersey City or Edgewater? Just hit the like. You gained some fans. You seem to be very humble and mellow. Aw. I do. I am very mellow. I am. I'm not like super. I'm not crazy, and I feel like I've changed a lot though with everything that happened. Let's see. I feel like now, um, oops. Now I just don't care. Before I used to like be cautious about everything I did, like I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. Now I feel like I'm more outspoken, and if I'm not saying that I'm being rude to others. I'm just not that person who people will step on anymore. Um, and my friends, even today, I got a message from this girl that I haven't seen in like 10 years or so. What did she say? You see, she said, "How you been? I see you're living life lately. You go, girl." I don't know. I just feel like now I'm not second guessing things. If I want to do something, I just do it. Before I'd be like, no, I'll do it another time. No, I can always do this in a year or so. Now I'm like, I want to go do this. Let me do it. Like the whole, for example, this concert thing. My coworker, my boss, she was like, Carmen, I've never done something like this. We're gonna go see Romeo Santos. It's a Spanish singer, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of him. Um, So his tickets usually sell out super quick, and like it's kind of crazy sometimes to get his tickets. So I think he sold out the same day. Let me see. Let me look at his Instagram. Uh, I don't know, but he usually sells out. Like he sold out the MetLife Stadium here, Yankee Stadium. He sold out. So when you see that he has tickets going out, they usually sell out quick. So I was like, you know what? The day before, I was like, and she's obsessed with him too. So I was like, you know what? If you want to go, I'll go with you. Let's go. So the next day, we all brought our laptops because I learned with my last online concert ticket thing to bring my laptop because my work computer was too slow. So we brought our laptops and we were on them like hawks. Like to get tickets now to these big artists, you'll go onto Ticketmaster and it'll show you. Oops. You'll go onto Ticketmaster. It'll tell you tickets go live at usually they go live at 10 in the morning or at 12 in the afternoon. His was at 10 in the morning. So we were logging on at 9 in the morning. We were in our logged into our Ticketmaster accounts. We clicked on him and they had a countdown for when the tickets were going live. But she's also a City Card member. So they were giving preferred seatings for that, for those people. So she had like two cards ready. She was like, you take one, I take one, whichever, whoever finds tickets, just purchase them. And then I'll transfer her the money or whatever. So I was like, all right. So after the countdown ends, the page reloads and it will ask you to click to join the queue, which you have to wait. We waited not even 10 minutes. It said there were 2,000 people in front of us already. So we waited less than 10 minutes. And by the time the page finally opened to click on tickets, I would click, there were floor seats available. So I would click on the floor seats, which were not expensive at all. They were like $200 each. And the other concert that I was looking at, they were going up to 3,000, which is insane. But I was clicking on them and they would like disappear and it would say, oh, sorry, another fan just bought those tickets. So I kept on clicking and clicking. I was like, no. Every ticket I was clicking on, it was like disappearing. You would see it go from blue to gray, meaning someone took those seats. But we wound up getting floor seats and it wasn't even that expensive. And I was like, all right, now we have to book our flights and hotel, and we did all of that in less than an hour. And then at the end of it, she was so excited. She was like jumping, and she looks at me. She was like, Carmen, I've never done something like that. And I'm like, you know what? That's how I'm living my life now. I want to do something, I just do it. I'm not overthinking things. And yeah, I feel like it's just what I'm doing now. Also, like the helicopter ride. I don't know if I mentioned, but in August, I think it's in the first week of August, I'm gonna go on a helicopter ride over New York City, which is so cool. But I made my friend, I was like, you wanna come with me? Because I'm booking it. And she was like, no, I'm scared. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna book it and you're coming. And I booked it and she's gonna come with me. We're gonna fly over New York City. It's just, I guess, um, I just want to experience life differently than what I've been doing for so many years. You should start vlogging. That's difficult. I mentioned that before. I work at a school and I'm there the entire day. I can't show kids. I can't really show anything from my job. Like now you speak up for yourself. Exactly. I do. I do speak up for myself a lot more. Probably because you feel more independent and know your worth. I do feel so independent. It feels so good. God changed your thought process. You only live once, so enjoy life to the best that you can live with your voice. You can with your voice. Hi Carmen, almost missed your live. Hope you're all well. We're doing good, Ray. We missed you in the last live, I think. I'm not Spanish, but I saw Don Omar years ago in Florida. I had a blast. Don Omar, I haven't seen him in so long. You look beautiful and you're amazing. Thank you. How much are Romeo tickets? A lot. We didn't pay much for our tickets and we were like shocked because, I mean, when the page first opened on like the 12th row, they were for 200 something. When I went to click on it, it disappeared. And then a ticket opened like in the front row. No, not in the front row. A few rows over that, in front of that, and they were like 1,500. I feel like as people were buying, the tickets were just getting higher, which is crazy. Aventura, ella y yo. Aw, video channel. You understand me? Yes. I'm gonna go see Aventura. Romeo Santos. Hola, Marta. When I went to Hawaii, I took a helicopter ride over the island. It was awesome. I've never been on a helicopter. That's so cool. Hawaii is one of my top spots to visit. You only live once, so just do you and enjoy life with no regrets. YOLO. Yes, Chris Howard. YOLO. Chris Howard. You sound like a basketball player. It's true, you only live once. And I live my life just like overthinking everything, being nervous over what people would think. But I don't really care anymore. Like if you're not paying my bills, so you have no authority in telling me what to do. That's how I feel. My hair's drying up. I feel like more people are logging in now. It's that time for you Cali people. Hey girl. Hi Christy. Has the boys seen their dad at all recently? They haven't seen him since the beginning of May. So it's been 2 months since they haven't seen him. Spoke like a woman who has been through stuff. I've been through a lot. Glad we have a 3-day weekend. Oh my god, yes. I should go somewhere. Can you imagine I book something right now with the boys? I'm dangerous right now. No, I'm not gonna do it. Can you imagine I book something right now? Glad we have a 3-day weekend. Um, we're closing tomorrow at 3, and then we're off Monday. So exciting. We have a long weekend. What's up with that? Well, he moved to Pennsylvania. He has a job there or two, which I don't really understand if he has one or two. This morning, he actually sent me a text message and he was like, hey, just to let you know, I'll probably be. Let me just look at it. I'm most likely coming back in 2 weeks. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, why do you say you're coming back in 2 weeks? And he's like, because I'm gonna work in New York now. So now I'm trying to look for places. And I was like, all right, I hope it happens because I heard that 2 months ago. And I sent him an angry face. I don't take his word for anything. Like, I would just want to see actions. Like, I don't want to hear anything. I just want to see him take action. Don't just talk. They all say that. If you ain't paying my bills, if you ain't paying my bills, you have no word in my life. What's going on with the car for yourself? First, I have to get my license, right? And I need to work on that. I promised my coworker, my boss, she left for Dominican Republic today for a whole month. And she was like, Carmen, by the time I get back, you better have a few classes under your belt. And if you don't, I'm not talking to you. And I told her, I was like, I promise I'll book a few classes. So I have to do that. I want to head to Venice Beach this weekend. Is it really all that? Carmen, why don't you meet a foreign guy and go on 90 Day Fiance? I'm not going on that. I'll be in PA July 3rd and 4th, driving 3 hours back and forth each day. What? For a job? It's too bad he doesn't at least FaceTime the kids. He doesn't. We're the ones who are calling him. And I was actually speaking to my coworker. She's a psych major also. She graduated, I think, with a psychology degree and she's taking a master's. She's still going with psychology, but I think she's also doing counseling. And we have deep conversations. And she's I think 40 years old or around there. But she looks so young, and I couldn't believe when she told me that she has an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old. I was like, no way. No way you have two kids that are 18, 19. She looks so much younger. But she was like, yeah, she went through basically the same exact thing as I did. And she raised her two boys all on her own. Their dad just like he was in and out of the picture. And recently, her 18-year-old just graduated high school and the dad attended. But it's not like he's there all the time. He just shows up. And I, it's good that he went to his kid's graduation, high school graduation, but I just don't want someone to be in and out of their lives the entire time. That's not what I want for them. So every time something happens, I talk to her because she knows exactly what I went through. And every time I say something, she answers me with like a response that makes me feel like, yes, she understands me. She knows exactly what I'm going through. She went through it, she felt it. So I was telling her, like, I don't want to feel like I'm forcing him to do anything, but at the same time, I don't want him to completely forget that he does have children. So whenever they're sick, I'm FaceTiming him, like, look, they're sick. I'm taking them to the doctor. It's like I keep him updated on the boys, basically, even though he's not really asking. And she's like, it's good that you're doing that because it's not that you're trying to make him feel bad. You're just making him aware of the situation. Like you two had these kids together. It's not just you. He can't just, I mean, parents do disappear on their kids, but like If he's gonna have some sort of communication, like I feel like right now I'm doing most of it. I'm doing everything. I'm raising the boys by myself, but I'm also like trying to keep that line of communication open for the boys, even though he's not really trying. And I don't know what he may be going through, what's going on in his head. He did this to himself, yes, but at the same time, I don't want to completely cut that off for Noah. Like even today, Noah was he asked for him once today. What kind of car do you want? I want a big car. Not a giant car, but something spacious. I don't want a little car. What a fucking ass. I don't get how men do that. They need to man up. That's a coward move. You didn't have those kids by yourself. I didn't. I'm doing it on my own. It's tough. And I think I mentioned it in the other live. I told him like you better like I want to go out for my birthday at least. My friends wanted to take me out for like the weekend, but now that I'm going to Miami and like this coworker is going to watch my kids and for like a day or two because my mom is also gonna help. But she's like, you've been so blessed that you have so many people around you. Like my coworkers have turned into like family members who like I never thought that was going to happen, but I found this place at the right time when I was at my lowest. I found these people who are so loving. Like what other I don't know where I would find a boss. She's my boss. A boss that will take me to my wisdom teeth appointment and sit there and help me and bring me home and bring me ice cream and bring me just things that will come for me. She bought me applesauce. She bought me juice. She went to the pharmacy, got me medicine. She's like the most loving person I've ever met. And she's so giving and never wants anything in return. Everything just comes out of her own heart. Like, and I feel like that's the type of environment that I'm in right now. So my other coworker, who I'm always speaking to about, and who's been through the same thing as me with her two boys, she's like, "You've been so lucky to um, be surrounded by people who love you and the boys so much and are willing to help you, drop everything to help you. My best friends have helped me so much. It's like I was so down on myself, but now that I'm so much better, like I can see the positive in everything and a lot of not everything, but I can see the positive in a lot that came out of this. You're doing it right by doing what you do with the dad. You're keeping him informed. He ain't standing up to the plate on his own. He has no idea how good he has it. You're not even being vindictive. You better thank God for that. I'm not. Like at the in the beginning, I did think about calling. I did actually. I called HR, but they didn't pick up because it was a Sunday. But I was ready to call HR and tell them how there's like inappropriate stuff going on at the job and I was ready to like mess everything up for him. But at the end of the day, like what does that do to me? It doesn't fix anything. He still did what he did. It doesn't make me any happier to cause someone harm. I don't know. Get a Ford Explorer. I kind of like those. One of the kids' dad at my school, he has a all black one, and it looks so nice. You have the super mom mode since everything happened to you. You know what? I had so many people on Father's Day wish me a happy Father's Day. They were like, you have stepped up to the plate and you've been a mother and a father. You deserve everything. Like, I got these super sweet messages from my best friends, and I was like, yes, I have been a father as well. It wouldn't surprise me if your ex has an undiagnosed mental illness. He seems very lost. Maybe he thinks the boys are better off without him until he gets his life together. That's exactly what it is. I don't think it's a mental illness. I think he's going through, I don't know. I really don't know. He was completely normal for so, not that he's not normal now, but it's just out of character, everything that he did. And like I've said before, we're not all perfect. We do make mistakes. And I just feel like someone gave him a lot of attention and he just ran with it and he thought he was going to get away with it and he didn't. And he just messed things up really bad. So I don't think he has a mental illness. I just feel like he just thought he was going to get away with it and he didn't. But he does mention to me all the time, like, if he's not right, he's the type of person that everything for him is money, money, money. It's not always a bad thing. Like, you want to be financially stable. But he's always been after money, 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 like trying to get higher, 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 higher. It's good to be ambitious, but there's a certain point where it's not so good for you. So he's like, if I'm not good, the boys are not good. And I'm like, listen, I'm handling this by myself. I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. Good people come into your life for a reason. It's amazing how God placed new people in your presence. Like, these people were literally my best friend started working at this place in September, the beginning of September. My whole breakup happened. I found out about everything in the end of August. And by September, like 2 weeks after, in the beginning of September, I already like basically kicked him out. So I told her everything and she was like, what are you gonna do now? And I was like, look, I need to find a job. I have to figure things out. But I didn't really mention much. And she was like, do you want to work here because they're looking? And that's how it all started. And like the second I went into this place, they were so helpful to me. Like a month in, the first month, the kids' grandparents were watching them for like a few hours while I went to work. But then they were like, if you want, you can bring them over here for free for until you get. There's a program where they help you pay for childcare, and depending on how many hours you're working, usually if you're a single parent, they'll help you a lot. So I applied for that, and it takes a while to get approved, and there was just a lot of mistakes done on their end, on the program's end, and it was just a mess. So basically, my kids went into this school. They charge over $1,000 for Blake and about 1,000 for Noah. But since Noah's already 4, the state grants him like a free program, but not for Blake. Um, but at this school, like I would still have to pay for both of them because it would be aftercare. He stays after 3, so you still have to pay for Noah. But they allowed them to be there for almost 3 months for free while I was working there to help me out. Like, what other place would do that for you? I just don't know. I felt like that job just landed. I mean, I landed that job at the perfect time because he was already dropping the ball on the first month. Like, he stopped paying for a ton of bills. So as I was working, I was only working like 3 hours in the beginning because that's all they had available for me. And then a girl went on maternity leave, and I took her spot in the office, and I stayed there, not working full time. So things happen for a reason. That's great to have a place like that in your life. Thank you, Ray, for putting my Cash App and my Venmo. His mental state is messing with him, knowing he screwed up. Now he can't have you anymore. You have stood your ground. What's done in the dark comes to light. And every once in a while he'll talk to me, like when we FaceTime. We're pretty normal, like on the phone. Everything, like we'll be laughing about things that Blake does. But he'll talk to me about like shows that we used to watch, binge watch together, and like it's like he's reminiscing like on his own on things that we used to do. And he'll tell me like, "Oh, I was just watching this, and I remember when we used to sit and watch and laugh." And like he reminisces a lot, and I'm just like, when he tells me these things, I'm like, cool. Like I don't really put much into it. That's your blood. You cannot disappear in your kid. Hit that like button, guys and gals. It was temptation. Listen to Tupac, Some Temptations. You're trying to keep that bond he had with his son going, whatever is left. Yeah, I am. I really am. Is it 4C there? No. Yes, hit the like button, everyone. Wow, I pay $215 a week for my daughter's daycare. No, it's $275, I think, for Noah a week. But if you apply, depending on how much you make and depending on how many hours a week you make, there's programs in New Jersey that will help you pay for childcare. Wow, these childcare centers are banking. They are, but the owner of the daycare is there every single day. Like she doesn't have a life. She's making so much money. Maybe she would be doing like mentally a lot better because it takes a toll on her. Like I see how stressed she is. She was in the office today from like 9:30 to 3, just doing counting a ton of stuff. She's basically acting like an accountant, a daycare owner. She does everything herself. She could pay other people to do these things, but she would rather do it herself. And I feel like she's just so stressed out over things. She has to be on top of licensing. The state just came like not too long ago to check out the daycare. If you don't have things right, you get cited. There's a lot. Like watching her, I see how much goes into running a daycare, and that is not for everyone. But yes, they're making a lot of money. Wow, crazy childcare here in my area is 90 a week. And there's like other areas where they charge more than what she charges. God had your back and saw what you were going through. Never count him out. You lucked out with that job. Good people get what they deserve. In your case, you were going through so much, but yet you made it. Everything happens for a reason, Carmen. 43 watching, only 25 likes. Come on, folks. Take a second and hit that like button. Aw, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so, so nice to me. Um, so when I go to Miami, I'm staying in the same hotel I stayed at. So I'm gonna see this Miami guy again. We've been texting ever since I left. I came back from the trip. Like we'll text here and there. And it's nice having a friend. Like, he actually went on vacation to California. He's originally from California. Vacation slash helping his mom out because his mom had surgery, so he's taking care of her. But he was like, "When are you booking your flight?" This was before even like I thought about the concert. Gonna be a good time. Um, this was before I even mentioned anything about the concert. He kept asking me like, "When are you coming back?" And I always want to go back to Florida. I love Florida. But Miami, I freaking fell in love with Miami, especially that area. And I was like, I'm gonna try to go July, but then my coworker, my boss, she left for the entire month. She just left today. And if she's gone, I can't leave the office alone with just one other person. There has to be at least two of us there. So I was like, I don't really think I can do July. I mean, this weekend would have been perfect, but he's in California. He's like, no, you have to do it when I'm there. So I was like, okay, cool. And then out of nowhere, Romeo Santos, this artist, um, he was like, you should. I mean, my friend, she was like, we should go to Miami and go to the concert. And I was like, why not? And then the hotel is not even far away from where this concert is happening. So we're staying at the same hotel. I can't wait to see the people that I met there. The bartenders, the waiters, they're all so sweet. They made the experience really fun. So I told him, and he was like, "Yay!" It's a week before his semester starts. I think he's doing a master's as well. I feel like everyone's doing their masters right now. Here in Clarksville, Tennessee, we pay 150 a week. That's good. Yeah, cause he's there, huh? He'll be there the weekend that I'm there. I don't know if he's working, but he'll be there. I mean, this is like the shortest trip ever. We land Friday night, like at 11. So by the time we're at the hotel, it's almost 12 midnight. The next day, I told her, like, we're going to be at the beach all day, right before the concert. I want to go to the beach. I just want to lay out, be in the water for a little. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to, like, really see him. I don't think I'll have time unless he's working and he'll be there. He'll just watch me enjoy the beach as he's working. But then Saturday night's the concert, and then we fly back out Sunday, I think at 11 or 12. So there's not much time to do a lot. That's why I want to extend it at least till Monday night, but I don't think I'll be able to. Keep an eye on the storm, possibly heading towards Florida. Too soon to tell. I haven't heard of storms going to Florida, but I mean, it's hurricane season, right? I just moved back to Florida from Clarksville. Really? Yeah, saw that storm coming could hit Florida. Boo! But my trip is in August. I mean, every time I've gone to Florida during my birthday, it rains. So hopefully it doesn't rain. Yeah, store name is Elsa. Elsa. Oh, look, it's 10:30 and I'm already yawning. What else do you guys want to know? Yes, it's coming our direction, but not sure where it's going to hit. Where is it right now? Is it soon? You guys are like the weather channel here. Okay, so fine. Maybe I'll spill the tea on Argentina. Are you guys ready? You want to hear it? Because I feel like I was able to finally close that chapter. It was a tiny chapter. But last Friday I was able to like really. Well, you may be off when I'm done. Have to take a shower. Have to take a shower. If you're off, have a great day tomorrow. Have a great holiday weekend. Nice chatting, Carmen. Possibly next week early. It's down by the islands. Oh, damn. Now I gotta wait. No, Matt. Go take a shower. uh, have a good night and safe 4th of July weekend time to work. Bye, Vince. Adios, Argentina. I actually had fun with my Argentino. I wouldn't be opposed to another Argentino. Nope, gotta hear it. Good shower, Matt. You have to go to bed. Go shower, Matt. You can catch the live later. Look, we almost have 50 people here. It's because I'm mentioning that I'm about to spill the tea on Argentina. So, what was the last thing that you guys remember? Refresh me. Because I don't really remember what I said about him. I feel like it's been a while. Recap. Someone recap me. Is everyone going to bed? I just got back. You got back at the right time, Michelle. Michelle, do you remember my Argentino? Tomorrow's Friday. It's a slack day anyway. Matt. You're here for the tea. Ugh. My back is hurting. We need this. Yep, your fans need this. You guys are funny. I should delete these videos. What if my Argentino looks at it? Oh my god. No, I missed that live. Let's hear it. It's Friday here in Australia. 12:35 p.m. lunchtime. We thirsty. You guys are thirsty for tea. Okay, Michelle. So maybe I should just start from the beginning. I don't know. I feel like it's been so long already. So I met this guy, this security guy at a bar where it's like a bar lounge area where people dance. And I love dancing, biting the nails. Yes, I was just going to go take care of something, but that can wait now. No, yeah, Michelle. Yeah, what? You're saying, yeah, I met someone, or yeah, you remember my story? Maybe I shouldn't be looking at the comments because I'm getting distracted. You guys can talk. I'll move the comments over and then I'll get back to it. This makes me nervous not looking at the comments. So I met this guy at a bar lounge type of thing where I usually go to this like once a week with my friends, and she'll take her husband and everything, and he's there like taking care of us. So whatever. This time it was our first time there because another place that we were going to was already packed. So we had never been to this place. I looked it up on Google. I was like, what's the nearest place we can go to because I want to dance. Like that night we wanted to go out, me and her, and just have fun. So we find this place, we call and see if they have space, and they do. They're like, come over, we do have space, whatever. We put our names, we get there, and this guy, he's freaking tall as heck and cute. He's like 6'2", 6'3", and I was like, and he grabs my ID, and I was like, at this point, masks are still like really enforced everywhere. So he grabs my ID, and I tell him like, how do you know it's me? And he didn't understand me. And I said it in Spanish, like, ¿Cómo sabes que soy yo? How do you know it's me? By wearing the mask. I'm looking at the comments again. Stop it. I was like, how do you know it's me if I'm wearing my mask? And he was like, por tus ojos. By looking at my eyes, he said. And I was like, so then he gives me my ID, he checks my friend, and we sit down. Like, this place has 3 floors. Actually, almost, I think it's 4. So it has the first floor where he's at. There's like a bar area, and there's tables. It's a really cute space. And then there's a second floor where we usually go to dance. And then there's there's 3. There's a rooftop. We never go to the rooftop. We always go to the second floor. But this time, since it was the first time there, we didn't know that you can dance upstairs. So we stayed downstairs at the tables, and we were like 2-3 tables away from him. He's at the door doing his job. And we're not even there like 20 or 30 minutes, and the waitress is like, he wants to know if he can have your number. And right before that, though, I had told my friend, like, he's so cute but so serious. And then the waitress comes not too long after I say that, and she's like, he wants your number. No, he wants to know if he can have your number. And then I've never done this, so I was like, okay. And I wrote it down, and I put a little heart on it, and then I give it to her, and then not even 5 minutes later, he's sending me a text message and speaking Spanish. Oh, wait, I forgot another detail. I asked him about the upstairs area, and he was like, you can go upstairs, but it's bottle service. And he said that in Spanish. And he was like, servicio de botella. And then by just him saying botella, because usually in Spanish we say botella for bottles, but he said botella, which is an accent. I was like, he's from Argentina. And then later on, he sends me a text message. He's like, hola, what's your name? My name is whatever. I almost said it right now. He's like, my name is whatever, and we'll call him John. My name is John, and I think you're really beautiful. He starts telling me things like that, and I was like, oh, it's nice to meet you, I guess. And then I told him my name, and then I was like, where are you from? Are you from Argentina? He was like, yeah. So then towards the back, there's the bathrooms, the women's and men's, and then there's like a outside smoking area and the exit to the building. So then I'm going to the bathroom, and I see him standing. He had moved to the back. I see him standing in the back, and I don't know where I grabbed the balls. Because I'm not like this. Like, I'm really shy. But I was like, you know what? Let me go talk to him. I go out there, and he was just like, oh my God, you're just so beautiful. And it was so funny because people are exiting, and then they're like, yeah, you guys are so cute together. Like, we had literally like 10 people tell us something. And we were just like, so whatever. We left super late. We were speaking, and he told me how he was a police officer back in Argentina for like 5 years, and he moved here from Argentina. He couldn't ask for your number himself. Matt, let me tell my story. I found it cute, and he was doing his job. He was in the front. He couldn't leave his area. Like those guys, every time we go, they can't leave their area. They're always either in the front upstairs in one certain spot or all the way out in the back. I never see them walking around anywhere else. But um he was like, we should hang out sometime. And at the end of the night, I was having fun with my friend. And I was like, you want to hang out with us? And my friend's husband was so mad. He's a police officer and he obviously doesn't want like people, you know, the times we live now where a lot of people hate police officers and they target them, they target their families. So, que boludo, oh my God, Ray. I called him that a few times. But people target police officers, they target their families. So he's not fond of like a lot of people going to his house, especially if he doesn't know them. And he was just like, no, like he cannot come and hang out at my house. And we were like, okay, so whatever. Days went by and we were hanging out a lot. We hung out a lot and we would call each other and FaceTime a lot. And he told me once how he had a roommate or whatever. And I also mentioned how one time I asked him if he had a girlfriend or anything, like a serious relationship. And I felt him like tense up when I asked that. And I also mentioned how I looked. I don't know if it was, I think it was on Facebook. And I kind of saw like a picture from like 2 months prior that a girl had hearted or whatever. And I had a feeling that this was a girl. So, whatever. We hung out a lot for like a month and a half. He spoke to me a lot about his life. He spoke to me about I spoke to him about my life. We shared a lot. And I felt like I was like we were becoming close friends or whatever. Like we were talking so much. He works in construction during the week. He has 2 jobs. So he does that security during the weekend and then during the week he does construction. And he would FaceTime me and he like worked close to the city. So we also had our lunch times at the same time and he would FaceTime me then and we would speak a lot. And then like nothing seemed really fishy to me. Like I mentioned, I think in the other video that I looked at his Facebook and I saw, Matt, let me finish. I'm getting there. I zip it. I mentioned that I went through his Facebook, I believe, and I saw, like I said, a girl hiding his stuff. Where was I? I feel like I want to say it right. So that one time there was a basketball game, and my friend and her husband, they're both like, he's like my brother, she's my best friend. This is the same couple that the husband is a police officer. So we're at a bar, and he's watching a basketball game. We're just like having fun, eating, having a few drinks, and this guy tells me, all right, I'm going to take a nap because it was already the weekend. It was a Saturday and he had to work that night. So then I was like, all right, you go to bed and I'm going to be out here with my friends. So later on, I sent him a picture of my friend because at this point he's met them. We like even made plans to all go out together. That never happened because that night I sent him a picture of my friend watching the basketball game, and I get these text messages like, who are you? I just want you to know that he has a woman. And I was like, and I FaceTime. I think it was, I had a few drinks, and I don't know what it was. I grew the courage, and I FaceTimed him immediately. Like, I saw those messages, and then they were, like, if I didn't look at my phone at the time that those messages were sent to me, I would have never seen them. It was on his WhatsApp and they popped up and then they were deleted immediately. And I FaceTimed him immediately. So I leave the bar area because it's so loud I couldn't hear anything. I leave and I'm FaceTiming him and he's there. So I was like, what is going on? This is weird. Like he had just woken up, his face looks swollen. Like, you know, when you just wake up from a long nap or from a long night of sleeping that you're really like swollen. He was there. He opened it. He answered and he's like, hey. And I'm like, hey, what are those text messages? What's going on? And he's like, I think my ex hacked my WhatsApp account. And I didn't know that just by I got another friend that showed me this. Just by scanning like the QR code, you can link your account or something like that to another device. So I found that so weird. I put the cafetera again. You guys, I'm gonna have to go all the way up and read all of your crazy comments because all I see is tea. He's like, no, I think she hacked my account. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought you didn't have anybody. He had told me he had an ex-girlfriend, actually. I'm like all over the place because I feel like the story is all over the place in itself. So he had told me that he had broken up with this girl, that he was in a relationship for a long time. He didn't tell me that they were living together or anything. He said he had a roommate, but he had broken up with her. And they were together for a long time, and she cheated on him. So when he answers the FaceTime immediately, he's all by himself in his apartment. And he's like, I think this girl hacked my account. She sent you text messages. And I was like, well, if I didn't read them, I wouldn't have known anything. And he was like, I can tell he was like embarrassed. So then I was like, whatever. And as I'm talking to him, there's this guy next to me. He's like a little drunk because this is like an area right on the waterfront again. But it was like a game night. There was a hockey game going on. There was a basketball game. There was a baseball game that night. It was a lot going on. So there was a lot of people at bars, at restaurants. And there was this one guy who was like, he wasn't drunk. He was just a little tipsy. And he's like looking at me as I'm FaceTiming him. And he's like, hey, would you like to give me your number so we can hang out and have coffee one time? And he looked like he was around my age. And I was like, sure. And I gave him my number as I'm speaking to him. I was a hot mess. So I was like, you know what? You need to handle whatever you got to do. Goodbye. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. So I left it alone. And then the next day, I was like, what's going on? And he's like, no, I think this girl hacked my phone. I'm sorry. And I was like, whatever. So we stopped talking for a little, and then I sent him a text message. And she, oh my God, this girl calls me. And I was like, calls me from his number. And she's like, she calls me by my name and everything. She's like, Carmen, what's going on between you and him? And I was like, she didn't give me really time to really speak. And she was very, obviously extremely mad, and she just sounded so crazy. Like she was screaming. She's like, tell me exactly what's going on with him. I just want you to know that we've been together for 9 years. We live together, and like, I don't know who you think you are, but he has a girlfriend, and what's wrong with you? And I was like, you know what? You need to take this up with him because he's going out there acting like he's single, like he doesn't have anybody. I didn't know that you even existed, that you were with him for so many years and you're still together or whatever. I didn't know that you were living together, all of this. So, in the whole fuss of her screaming, like in the beginning of the phone call, I can tell she's in the bathroom because you can hear it echo. And she's speaking really low. So in the beginning, I was like, I can't hear you. Like, what are you saying? And then she got really loud as she was like spitting out more information. Like you can tell she was really agitated. And she was at one point like yelling. So I didn't get the chance to get much in other than telling her, like, you better check him because he's acting like he's single. So then right after I say that, she's like, "What are you trying to say? What's been going on between you and him?" I hear him, and then they just start screaming at each other, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" On the phone, I'm like, "What is happening?" And I hear him like just saying like, "What are you doing?" And then the phone hangs up, and I'm just left like, "What just happened?" And I FaceTime my best friend, the one who goes to this place with me, and I'm like, "You will not believe what just happened." I tell her, and she's like, the whole time, like, "Ooh!" And then, like 10 minutes later, I get a phone call from her phone number, the girl's phone number. And she's calling again, and all I hear is them both screaming their heads off. And he's like yelling at her, like, "Carmen has nothing to do with this. Leave her alone. She did nothing wrong." And she's like screaming. They're just screaming at each other the entire time while I'm on the phone, just like, oh my God. And so that happened. And then I sent him, let me see. I still have it on my phone. I blocked him and her, but I think I still have the thing. Um, I told him, I asked you a few times if you had anything going on. I was like, we're not anything. Like, we were just hanging out. I was like, we're not anything. But at the same time, don't act like you're single and try to like be all lovey dovey with me. And he's like, in reality, like I have nothing with her, but I have no other choice than to keep how do you say that? Let me see. I have no other choice than to keep on holding on to the mess that I have going on in my house right now. And then he's like, "Okay, Carmen, it was so nice meeting you. I didn't want to bring you any problems in your life, and I wish you well." And I just sent him a thumbs up, and then we didn't talk anymore. Like a week later, I don't like leaving things like that with people. So, like a week later, I decided to FaceTime him because I wanted to talk like face to face. And he didn't answer. A minute later, it's her again. She definitely has his phone linked to her phone because she said, I think I have hers too. Um, she said, this is on Spanish because she also doesn't really speak English at all. She was like, "Hi, I wish I could read in Spanish and you guys understood me." Uh, she said, "He just called me and told me that you're calling her. Do me a favor and stop looking for him." And then she basically threatened me that she's gonna find me and she's gonna leave me all beat up if I keep doing this. And she's like, "He's not sending you any messages, so stop talking to him." And then first she said that he called her to tell her that I'm calling him. And then she says, "I actually have his cell phone." Like she can't keep her story straight. And then like a minute after she sends me that, he sends me a message through regular, not on WhatsApp, through his regular message. And he's like, "Carmen, what's up? I see that I have a missed call from you. What happened?" And I'm not answering. And I'm not answering. And he's calling me and calling me and calling me. Not from WhatsApp, just from his regular phone number. He keeps calling and calling and I'm not answering. He's like, "Please, can you answer? I'd like to talk to you. Yes or no?" And finally I answered after like his fifth or sixth call. I answer and he's like, "What's up? You called me. You wanted to say something?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I just wanted to speak about everything that went down. Like we didn't get a chance to do that." Like, and then he just went on like, "No, we're actually broken up, but she lives with me. Like we both came from Argentina 2 years ago, and she has nobody here. I have nobody here. She has nowhere to go. So I wouldn't feel right kicking her out of the apartment. But he's like, you're lucky that you have an ex that doesn't abuse you. Like she basically that's he used the word abuse. He's like, you're lucky that you don't have an ex that abuses you the way that I'm being treated. Basically, he's saying that she just doesn't leave him alone, but at the same time, they're living together but not together. This is what he said. And I was like, all right, I wish you could have been more honest from the very beginning, because this is why I kept asking you if you had something with someone, because I didn't want to be messy and hurt. So I told him this in the beginning. Like, if you have something with someone else, tell me. I don't want to hurt someone because they just did it to me. And I repeated that to him in this phone call. I was like, I asked you because I don't want to be messy and be into other people's business like this. And I don't like that. I'm not that type of person. And he's like, no, I understand. There's really nothing going on between me and her. It's just that we were together for many years. And right now, like, she has nowhere to go. We live together. We came here together from another country. She really has nowhere else to go or anyone else to rely on. So I was like, all right, cool. It is what it is. Um, Basically, we just ended like all right, like it wasn't like really nasty between us. How I feel like someone else would have chewed his head off, but I was like, all right, like have a good life, like enjoy yourself, behave, try to not do this shit again. Like if you're with her, be with her, don't be cheating on her, and if you're not, then good luck with that, because if this is your situation, you're either going to be with her or you're not going to be with anyone. So then last Friday I saw him, and I went up to him and I was like, so that was your roommate? And the whole time he seemed super down from the moment I walked in. And then by the time I was leaving, I saw him again. Since, like I said, there's always a security in the front and in the back. Um, I was like, so that was your roommate? And he was again apologizing and telling me that whole story again. He's like, what else can I do? Like, I cannot kick her out. I'm not that type of person. And he's like, I'm not. In Spanish, you say a mujeriego. I guess it's like a player. He's like, I'm not a player. I spoke to you because I thought you were beautiful, and I don't do that with anybody. He's like, you see me here at my job, I don't speak to anybody. He's always to himself. He barely speaks to his coworkers. And I was like, yeah, but this whole thing created a big mess. And he was like, you handle yourself beautifully. She acted like a child. You're a mature woman who has kids and is a hardworking person. And I was like, thanks. But this was a mess. And again, like when I left, I was like, you know what? You take care. I'm sure I'm going to see him again multiple times because my friend loves to go to that place and so do I. And that's where he works. But I was like, you know what? Take care of yourself. Like, I wasn't nasty about anything. So, but he did look like really down. And I told him, I was like, you look down. I used the word down, and he didn't understand me. He was like, what? What are you trying to say? That I look stupid? And I was like, no, it's hard when you have like a language barrier. I told him, you just look like you're upset or just not yourself, because he was always smiley before. And he was like, no, just the situation like really had me messed up. And I was like, well, it is what it is. That's the situation that you're in, and that's what you're gonna have to deal with if this is the living arrangements that you two are gonna have. So I basically told him good luck, and that was it. I'm not gonna be nasty to him. Like, I'm gonna see him, I'll say hi to him, but it is what it is. That's what happened. And that was the tea. Let me go to the comments now. You love to dance leadership. Last we heard, we were saying he had a wife or fiance or something. How original for a bouncer. Not hating at all, guys. Just funny. Que boludo. His roommate was his wife. Hiya, Dallas. He seems bad. It kind of feels like we're Friends just chatting. I know it does. I love it. I'm running. Oh my god. I see comments deleted. Oh shit. I missed a lot. I'm running out of coffee. Damn it. I put the cafetera again. Hackers. I don't believe him. He has baggage. He is a bad man. She needed to check her man. Hot mess. Wow, poor girl. The guy sounds like a horrible person. Bouncers are mostly all players. Temptation is a killer. Definitely working at a bar. I feel sorry for his girlfriend. His girl needs to leave him. He's a player. You should just go back with your old kid's dad. He has done this before and she knows what he is about. She needs to get out of that relationship. No, she's not. Should go. No, she's not. Should go back to her kid's dad. Read it in Spanish. What did B say? What are you guys deleting? He paying her bills. That is why the other girl stays with him. She'll find the guy who will treat her right. She doesn't need that back in her life. Wow, he playing the violin hard. She deserves so much better. Drama. B, if you don't have anything positive to say, please keep it to yourself. Oh, please. I am trying to give her the best advice possible. Am I wrong? Not you, Matt. Carmen, you're such a great woman. You're going to meet a man soon that deserves you. Totally agree, Michelle. I think he does this often. If he can get away with it, he will. He was probably embarrassed and got caught up by you. Be Vogue. She is recounting her story and she handled it. Damn, I'll pray you meet a man of God who will treat you right. Amina. Hi, Amina. What was B saying? Now you guys make me miss the tea. But that was tea with Carmen. Ray's coffee machine. Recap? What do you mean recap? You're gonna have to watch it. I spoke a lot. I need to change this. Spill tea with Argentina. Oops. I wasn't saying anything. Ouch. Oh, I can click view deleted messages. I seem to attract cheaters. You should just go back with your old kid's dad. Why not? She only meeting cheaters anyway. Might as well be with her kid's dad. I don't just attract cheaters. Oh shit, Dennis is back. Have you been here the whole time, Dennis? Is this just a phase or are you regressing? I mean, he's not the only person I've met. He's just the only person I'm spilling the tea on. What's up with the low quality guys? Do a timestamp of when the tea party started. I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? I'm sure people have met a lot of people in their lifetime, and not everyone was great. You don't have to delete messages, Ray. It's okay. He's not talking about the quality of the video, Matt. I think, are you talking, right, Dennis? You're talking about the men that I'm meeting, their low quality, or the low quality of the video? Like I was saying, I'm sure people have met a ton of people in their lives, but I was just with one person for 12 years. I am going to bump into a bunch of weirdos. Not everyone's perfect, and I didn't get the chance to go out and meet people for so many years of my life. And now I'm doing it. And now it's weird because I have kids and I'm almost 30. But that's just where I'm at now. It's okay, Matt. Dennis came back for the tea. He hasn't been around in a while, or he's just been quiet. Hope you're well, Carmen. Been busy. I get it. You should have your fun. The highest quality here is he's talking about the men, Ray, how they're low value. Guys just mainly always want to cheat. That is how they are. Is that true, guys? Matt, Ray, Chris? Dennis? Do all men just tend to want to cheat? I am bumping into a lot of people like that, but I'm not I'm not giving people like that any time. And then there's one that he was very sweet, but I just wasn't really into him like 100%. I still talk to him as friends. You're in the prime of your life right now. That's the old Dennis we know. Glad I stayed for the tea. We'll have a good holiday weekend, Carmen. Nice seeing and chatting with you. Nice chatting with you guys. Bye, Matt. 40 likes. I see 39 likes. The guys are heading to Colombia and planning that bachelor party trip. Have a good night. Have a good night, Dennis. I feel like Dennis has been around the whole time. He's just been really quiet. How is it that you talk during Argentina tea time? Very little loyalty anymore. That's true. Very true. Never, never cheated and never will. Not true. You have to shine a few rocks, my dear. Eventually, you will find that diamond in the rough. People these days just want to date and nothing serious. I don't have time for the negative energy. This is what life is all about. It's about finding out what you don't want as well as what you do from a future partner. Oh, and having fun while doing it. Carmen, darn, I'm late. Looking beautiful as always. Hope you and the babies are good. I'm gonna have to replay. Replay 20 minutes. How long was I speaking for? 10, 15? Replay 20 minutes. Go back and then catch up because you missed tea. Bye, Joanne. Take care. At least she cut him out. How was she supposed to know? He's the weasel. I had a feeling, and this is why I kept asking him over and over and over and over. And he just kept on denying it, and we weren't going on or anything. He met my friends. He would FaceTime me all the time. We would talk on the phone all the time. But if that's what happened, what am I gonna do? And instead of this girl like checking him, she's threatening me. So I don't know what's going on in her head. No, a man who loves his lady will not cheat. A man, married or not, will always look at other women. It's their nature. To be real, in my 20s, I was a player. I didn't do relationships at all. It wasn't until I came to God where I started to value serious relationships. If I'm committed, I'm committed. There's no need to cheat if you have a great woman. That's how I feel. If you're committed, like, what's the point on cheating? If you don't want to be with someone and you want to be roaming around, what's the point of being in a relationship? Just to say that you have someone there? I just don't get it. I'll be wide awake now. Thanks, Carmen. You're welcome, Ray. Maybe you'll get a lot more work done now that you're all wired up. Sounds like your friend's cop husband was right about this guy all along. Even him, like, he's like, I'm not gonna be an asshole to him. And I was cool about that. Like, someone else like would have been like, you're my best friend, you should not speak to him. I was like, whatever, he did this to himself. It's not any of our fault. He's the one that put himself in that situation. Exactly. Okay, getting in the shower. Good night. Bye, Matt. I'm glad you stay. I can picture Ray with the big bug eyes watching, still hyped up on coffee. Oh, Michelle, you came in right on time. I did a whole recap just for you. Yep, that's me now. I feel like I'm wired up just by telling the story. Ria, that is true. I dated many in my younger years, and when I met my husband 28 years ago, I knew he was Mr. Right. When I met my husband then, I had my 3-year-old son who is 33 today. Aww. Ria, did you introduce your son immediately, like right in the beginning to him, or how long did you wait? I feel like I cannot have my kids around anybody. Like, obviously, they're around my friends, but if I'm seeing someone, I feel like I don't want them near this person until like a long, long time of being together. Bye, Matt. My mom said never play when it comes to matters of the heart, so I could never lie just to be with someone. Yeah, I did. I appreciate it. Good night, Michelle and Ray, and everyone else too. Click that like button, everyone. I did when I first got here. Happy birthday to Ria's son. It's tough when you have kids. I feel like dating would be so much. It's not that it's hard and guys are like, oh, you have kids. No, it's just that I want to protect my kids from people like that who will lie and like I don't want them around and seeing people coming in and out. Mm-mm. Do not introduce your children until you're engaged or married. Or married. Are they going to meet them at the altar? And I feel like I don't want to get married because I was with someone for 12 years, and what if I would have been married to him? It would have been all for nothing. I mean, that's what I'm saying now. But, obviously, I've had my little fling here and there, but I mean, just twice. And it's never crossed my mind to like introduce my kids to anybody. But it's just weird. Like you just know not to do that. Well, I know not to do that. I know there's women that will do it immediately. But I feel like I have to be with someone for a really long time for them to even see my kids. I'm gonna log off in 10 minutes. So don't do it until you find out who he really is. Kids become attached really easily. Nowadays, you have to do background checks on these people you become involved with. I can easily do that with my friends. I can get background checks. For a girl with kids, it's harder, but there are some fathers do wait to introduce a new woman. Yeah, it's difficult because it's not just you. You're thinking about these little people who are you're raising, and you're not trying to like what someone else just said, leadership just said. They do get attached, and you don't want that. You don't want them to get attached to someone and then they just disappear on them. Aloha from Hawaii. Hi, Natalie. I would introduce my any woman I was dating to my kids. Why not? All right, B, you go right ahead. Do that. Carmen had the intuition to check him out. I introduced them probably a year in, or possibly 8 or 9 months in. I was 28 when we met, and I'm 56 now. Oh, I'm 29 now. Maybe I'll meet my Mr. Right soon. No rush. Yes, protect your children. Hi from Denver. It's not going to kill them. All right, B. If you have kids or when you have kids, introduce them to whoever you want. That's cool. You do that. I think one knows when you've met the right person. Well, that was how it was for me. Oh, it's so sweet. What a cute story you have. Your little one was 3, now he's 33. That's crazy. Oh, Armin, thank you and your knight and shining. What? Thank you and your knight and shining armor will ride in the perfect time. You may have a blessed night. Night Ray and everyone, may y'all each have a blessed night. Good night, Michelle. Carmen received the street certificate of I'm an investigator. I am. It's just who I am. I believe you are a smart woman with good intuition. My kids wouldn't get attached to a woman just because I introduced them to her. Even if they did and she stopped coming around, I'm sure they would get over it quickly. All right, B. Cool. Introduce your kids to whatever woman you want. You go right ahead. Would you feel differently if he was in the same situation as you? Blended family. What do you mean? What do you mean, Natalie? I don't know. I don't get the question. Oh, if he had kids and stuff. Um, I haven't met anyone who has kids, really. I really haven't met anyone who has kids, and it's usually single guys. I mean, other than this guy. But I wouldn't feel weird of someone having kids and stuff. At least I don't think so. It depends on the situation too, because if their ex is like crazy, then it's not worth putting myself through that and my kids through something like that. It's hard in today's world trying to figure out who is the right one for you. I'm 43, never been married, and waiting patiently. As women, intuition is our sixth sense. Hi, Carmen. How is it going today? I'm really glad that you are doing well, and I am praying for you and your son, everything. Thank you, David. I would introduce you to my kids. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay, B. Ray, where you at? Are you still wired up? I think I'm going to bed now, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. And we close early. Whoa. I'm going to change the name. Tea Time with Argentina. Spilling the tea in Argentina. I think that was going to be the name. Yep, you're still wired up. Well, I'm going to bed now. Thanks, guys, for chatting with me. It's always fun, even when I cry, when we laugh. It's nice talking to people and seeing familiar faces, well, names on here. It's fun. I think that's why I keep doing these lives. But yeah, I am tired, and I'll catch you guys on the next live. Okay, now, when will you be back on? I have no idea. I really don't know, Ray. Stay up and tell us more stories. I can't. I'm tired. I won't be on tomorrow. I don't know about Saturday. I'm not sure. Monday, I don't think. Sunday, I won't because I think I'm going to go take the boys to see the fireworks. Ray, do you know if we'll be able to see the fireworks from our area, or do we have to go down to Jersey City? Bye, Chris. Good night, Jessica. Good night, LZ. I'm waiting on you, Ray. Hey, are you going out tomorrow night? Um, I'm not sure yet. Maybe. I think my friend wants to go out with our coworkers. I'll see. Oh, you're not sure? I'm not sure either. I don't know if I should stay around here because I think last year or the year before you were able to see it from here, and I was over there thinking you weren't going to see them from here. And you know how crowded that area gets over there. But I don't mind going, taking the boys out. Oh, oh. All right, guys. Night, you guys. We enjoy your lives. Your situation is relatable to many of us. Thank you. Oh, unfortunately, it happens a lot, but I'm glad that I'm not. It kind of sounds sick and twisted, but I'm glad that I'm not in this alone. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next live. Bye. Have a good night.